Um, Here we go, man. This is the Good If It Goes podcast, 11/23/21, aka the Thanksgiving episode. My ass is ready to eat some turkey. Uh, we got the guys here. We got
Best TV.
DJ,
What's up, y'all?
gang, so aka the So Icy Boy. Good if it goes. Good if it goes. MLS insider DJ. Good if it goes Pakistani cricket, insider DJ, all that good shit. We got my boy P Jack on. What's the word, dog? And we got a special guest. We have a celebrity here.
Ooh.
Verified celebrity, Mr. Dequan Young in the building.
That? What you mean? I'm going back to the basement.
The former host of the Good If It Goes podcast, who's now moved on to much greener, and when I say greener, much greener pastures. We see you. Shout out Best TV. Shout out Best TV. I see y'all there. You know what I'm saying? So today, man, we're gonna kick it off, man. NBA, the most popular story been the Isaiah Stewart and LeBron James fiasco. I saw today that Stu, because now everybody knows him as Stu, right? Motherfucker didn't even know who he was 2 weeks ago, but it's all good. But Stu got 2 games and LBJ 1 game. We got a Pistons fan on, we got a LeBron fan on. I'm going with the Pistons fan. I'm going with the Pistons fan. Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? Lifelong Golden State Warriors fan. Right?
Lifelong Golden State Warriors fan.
I apologize. So we're gonna go to LeBron.
Will Chamberlain.
Of course. So we're gonna go with the LeBron fan, PJ. What'd you think about this whole thing, man? What's your boy LeBron on?
One, he was frustrated. He did that shit on purpose. He socked that nigga. So there ain't no other way around it. He should have got 3 games. The NBA did him a favor, and then you get the sports media coming on here, dick gobbling him all day, talking about, well, 18 years he never did nothing like this. Bruh, he did that on purpose. And if my man would have attacked LeBron when it first happened, it would have been all good. But he waited till he tasted, he got a little bit of blood on his mouth, and he lost his shit. But LeBron wrong for what he did. He knew he did that shit on purpose. I thought he did it on purpose. They showed the right camera view when he kind of turned to the side, where he got hooked a little bit. He got angry and he kind of swung a little bit. He hit my man on purpose.
Stole on that boy, like absolutely. It was a reaction, but he hit him square in, like right in the bridge, like where you hit the one hitter quitter, little Jody Joe. He hit him right there, caught him, and man, like if Stu would have like stole off on him, I don't think there's anybody out there that would have stopped him. Because I mean, Russ squared up, but I'm not too sure that he was a bull in the china shop, man. And that Stone Cold Steve Austin edit was kind of on the nose. Because man, he was like trucking people to get, like, he ran over Dwayne Casey, a couple of the athletic trainers. I don't know who would have pulled him off of LBJ. I think somebody made a good point too. Is like, this is like a different version of LeBron that we seeing, because who in their right mind would have ran up on LeBron and made that type of scene in the last decade or 2 decades or so?
Probably would have happened by now. Besides, shout out Nazi Muhammad though.
Shout out.
DJ reminded me that this week. I actually forgot about that. But DJ, what's your thoughts about this, man?
Yeah, he did it on purpose, but I feel like Stewart should have just got up. If he was really about that, he would have got up and like got on him versus let me wait till 15 people, drag me back and do all this, and now I'm making a scene and I'm like getting nowhere close to him versus like my boy Nazi Muhammad. He just got tired of him and just pushed that nigga and stood there and square it up. So if you really want to do something, you're gonna stand there. You're not gonna wait. Everybody not gonna grab me back and do all of that stuff. And so Yeah, like I thought that he probably was gonna get more games than Bron just because of the scene, and I do think that it should have been more games because folks' face was leaking. How you get one game for leaking somebody's face that you did on purpose? And so like, but that's the league doing what the league is going to do.
All right, man. Yeah, I don't know. That shit was crazy, man. But I was like, shit, 90s basketball back, shit. In
It's
Detroit,
back, man.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
need this the third iteration of the Pistons, the bad boys. They suck still, but they gonna bleed and scrap a little bit.
Man, shout out Jerry and Grant, you know what I'm saying? The rest of them boys, you know what I'm saying, getting it in the motel. Oh, so I saw something today. Klay Thompson being interviewed. He had on Washington State like practice jersey too. They interviewing him and like a retro headband. So shout out to Klay. I don't know what he been on, but basically he said that what are they 15-2 right now or 13-2 something like that. 15-2. Oh yeah, this is your team, Quan. So you know, 15-2, and he said and like they're like number three, top three in defense, top three in offense, and he not even playing yet. And he's like, so just think about that. And that's like how he said, like cocky as hell. But what y'all think about Klay Thompson comments, man? Are the Warriors like, are they like that? Like, is this like yet another like championship run we seeing? What y'all think? Quan, the Warriors fan, tap in.
Listen, I saw today that Klay is he ran a scrimmage for I think 4-minute quarters, and then he said he's gonna work up the next month to playing 12-minute quarters. But Steph is playing at an MVP caliber level. The defensive rating of that team is off the chain. Wiggins, they bullied Wiggins into actually getting the vaccine, and he been balling. Jordan Poole is a superstar on the rise. Like I think he had 32 last night and then 33 against the Pistons on Friday.
Superstar
like that. Huh?
Superstar?
On the rise. Like he working toward. Come on, man. Like you doing that. I understand that, you know, Steph is the main, he getting all the attention on offense, but he hitting the shots and he played like they sat everybody on Friday and he was balling. I don't think he's going to. It may be somewhere he may not shine on another team, but in that system, like he's going to get looks, and he's going to be somewhere down the line a key component in their playoff run. So, Draymond, like I mean, it's the same core. It's Draymond on defense, Iggy on defense, Wiggins is playing. Like they've assembled what they were before KD. That team, I think that like that's the team that you see, the 2015 team that beat Cleveland. That's where they are, and they still don't have Klay out there. They're just looking for like when he gets back in, is how is he going to fit in the rotation, and if Steve Kerr's not going to mess the rotations up.
I've seen a couple faces, man. What you think?
I need to know because I'm a lifelong Warriors fan. I've been watching them my whole life. So where am I being inaccurate?
No, I mean, I thought what you said was right. And I don't know about Poole being a superstar. I think you had to pull your britches back on that one a little bit. He might get a superstar. That's a strong word to use in today's NBA. Like, I think what he does in that system is outstanding, and he's getting better every year. That's the scary part, is all these young guys is they getting better, knowing what's still to come. You still gonna get Wiseman who's gonna get better. You still gonna get Klay. Like they only showing you a little bit of how good they're gonna be, and that's what's crazy. They're the best team in the league, and you only getting a real glimpse of how good they're gonna be. And yeah, good luck, because ain't nobody beating them. Ain't nobody beating them in the 7-game series. I don't think anybody can once they get healthy. I know it's early. I know we talked about the last podcast. You know, we jumped the gun with some Chicago bullshit the last time, but man, they look serious. They look real serious.
Yeah, I see a face. But before you tap into that, I want to hear your comments about the Warriors first.
No, the Warriors, they good, but I need to see all these dudes do it like in the playoffs. Don't trust no Andrew Wiggins. Get him, he can go somewhere. Poole cool, but like none of these dudes ain't did nothing in the playoffs. So like I need to see it. And we all know like in every playoff run that they win, Steph be streaky. And so yeah, they won, but every time that they won, it was always, this happened, that happened. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love on the first one. They got KD on the second and the third one, and nobody is beating them. But also, like, and then we don't know what Clay is going to be when he come back. Also, Steve Kerr, he not a really good coach, so he might drag it. And so Draymond, like, that's 4 on 5 on offense, like, and so like teams gonna be able to like hone in on them. And I just want to see if the young guys actually is going to be like what they're doing now in the playoffs. And then I like Wiseman, but Kerr don't know how to use them. Last year showed that. And so it's gonna be real interesting, like to see who actually steps up as we go forward. I think the only team I do agree with what P-Jack said. I think the only team that could beat them in a 7-game series right now, the way he's playing now, is probably the Nets with Kyrie Irving. But I don't know
if he ever gonna play again.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna play basketball ever again. So like, I don't know. It'll take. I just can't see. I don't really trust none of the teams in the West. And if Golden State keep playing like they playing, like it's gonna be tough because they're gonna have home court. Guys play better at home, and yeah, like if they still playing and guys and Colonel mess it up, and they young guys still play the same way, yeah, it'll be tough. Still don't trust Wiggins though. Like just don't. And then Kerr, I don't know.
Man, listen. All Harrison Barnes had to do was hit 2 threes in one of those games. You just need Wiggins to hit 2 threes in one of those games in the series,
And do you trust him to like do it?
Man.
But you don't trust him to do it. I don't trust him to do it though. Like, because Wiggins will he will look like the best player on the team, and then also he'll go missing for like four games. So now he in a winning system. So then maybe now he actually care about basketball, but nothing has shown me up until this point that he actually care about basketball. Like he has like the most talent, like as far as like body size, like he's like extremely gifted, right? But he never put it like all in the same parts for a whole season. Like some days he might be dunking, other days he might be shooting. These days he might play D. He never did everything in the same game for a stretch until now. And we got to just see it as they go to the playoffs.
See, but that's where I agree with Quan when he compared them to the 15 team, because their whole motto was strength by numbers. Like them young dudes ain't got to be like they self every night, because you got Iguodala who been there, you got Draymond who been there, Clay been there, Steph been there. So they got some guys where if a Poole come off the bench and give you 12 points in a playoff game or 15 points, that might just be enough. That might be all they need. They don't need them to go for 30 when you got Steph that's going to be there doing that. So I agree with you. Steph is the one that's he needs his.
He can't be streaky.
Yeah, he can't be streaky. Yeah. Like this team can't afford for him to be streaky. Other teams, like them other teams, yeah. But then in the finals, they only won because Cleveland lost their second and third best player. But other than that, like Steph, it's a reason why he didn't win Finals MVP, because he was streaky. Like, and so like all we saw was him in the playoffs.
You're not gonna get Clay and Steph streaky at the same time.
Yeah, but Clay, they also won a game where Clay scored 7 points and sat on the bench smiling. So, you can get that too. And then we talking about pre-injury Clay though, and so we don't know, how he's gonna look coming back. And so, they the best team. They the best team now, but I just need to see it in the playoffs.
We're not saying Milwaukee
playoffs. Nah. What they doing? The Bucks?
Yeah, when it get down to it, man, top teams in the East: Bulls, Nets, but you said with Kyrie, and then it's Milwaukee. I don't believe in Philly.
What about Miami?
I don't believe in Miami unless I see it.
I don't either.
Miami
I would have to see it.
Miami will be there in the mix. They'll be in the mix.
Yeah, they gonna be there.
They'll be in the mix. So yeah, we can shift into the East. So all right, first though, we gotta talk about Kevin Durant ankle. I definitely know KD watching this shit. I know he watching this shit. Probably shout out to KD Burner in the chat, in the comments on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably on there. KD look like he probably watch on Twitch, like probably not on like Facebook or YouTube. But anyway, so KD ankle was ashy as hell. I think Slam Kicks posted a tweet, like a photo collage of his shoes that he had and this nigga was ashy as fuck, like straight alligator leg. Did y'all see that shit? What's y'all reaction to that? Did y'all see how KD reacted also on Twitter?
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. It's one thing to be ashy, but he ashy to the point where that shit might be bleeding. Like that shit hurt. So like this nigga make too much money to be bleeding under his socks. Like, dog, put some Vaseline on that shit. Like lotion is beyond that point. That nigga needs some Vaseline. You need to let that shit sit for a couple days.
Boy, straight out the shower. He probably ain't dried his legs off. He just said fuck it, threw some big, and he had some big ass socks on too. That nigga tall as hell.
It don't make no sense. Like that was an unbridled level of ashiness. Like I can't even explain. Like and the audacity for like nobody on his team to say, "Hey man, you need like don't let me go out like that, dog." Like niggas saw his ankles before he went out there, and then like if you go, I just don't get it. Like how you let your man go out there and look like that?
Bro, he don't brush his hair, so like I don't think that he like.
But
really
that's different, dog. That. Like not brushing your hair and not being ashy.
Bro, ever though, like he don't never brush his hair, bro. That's not different, bro. A nigga that don't never brush his hair ever don't care about being ashy.
Just a dirty
bro, like he don't care about that. A nigga that never brush his hair, bro, like a nigga that never, come on, bro. He don't care about that. He don't care about lotion. Nigga, lotion? What? Nigga, I don't brush my hair. Like, what y'all think?
What you concerned about my ankles for? You see my
hair? Exactly, bro. That nigga has never brushed his hair, bro. Like, never. Just walk out. I'm rich. I can hoop. Nigga, that's all I care about. Like, I don't care about this hair, ashy. Nigga, no. Like, and so, like, that was not shocking because that nigga don't brush his hair, bro. This nigga worth half a billion. Like, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. I don't brush my hair, nigga. Like, that's the first thing that you see. When you look at somebody, first thing you see is their face. That nigga don't care about the hair on his head. So, of course, he ain't gonna care about no lotion on his legs. Nigga, that hair, like, it's not shocking at all. Not at all, man. That nigga don't brush his hair, bro. Like, he don't care about his physical appearance. Like,
he can't have no bitches. Like, it's no way. Like, I get he worth $500 million, but it's no way a woman like, damn, this nigga ashy as fuck. Let me go ahead and go through it. That's crazy. Like, I'm just gonna keep working if that's the case. Like, if they don't care about hair or ashiness, I ain't even about to do. I'm about to stop brushing my hair and shit.
Quan, you grew all that hair. I didn't know that you could, but every time I saw you,
every time somebody say that, it's like I didn't even know you could grow hair.
Nigga was bald on purpose. Like, why? Like, niggas out here like Jadakiss and like,
it was, like, listen, it's one of these parts of my head. I tried to cut a part of my head when I was a kid, and it kept pushing my hairline back. So I was like, all right, I got something for your ass. So I just let my hair grow this year. And you can only tell slightly when these curls, when they go back that way instead of that way.
Hey man, keep up with your hair, man. Don't do KD. Man.
I'm about to tell you. Just all you gotta do is get money. I'll be telling y'all, we all got the same 24 hours. Don't care about brushing your hair, none of that. Just go to work and get money.
Hey, man. We're gonna keep the NBA. We're gonna talk more about the East. So we got the Nets in first. Something was said about the Bulls, and DJ made a face. So DJ, I want you to tap back in about Chicago.
Cause I ain't here for no bull slander, man. Like we didn't say that they was gonna win a chip. We just said that they better than what everybody was saying, and then they are. Like if you look at their circus trip that they just was on, if you look at like how they been playing, and they missing like one of their best players, and so like what I'm seeing from them is good, and I feel like that what's gonna happen is the seeding is gonna come down, and they could low key sneak into the Eastern Conference Finals because two of the top teams they gonna knock each other out, and the Bulls just gonna be sitting there, and I feel like that they can be one of those other teams because none of the top teams in the East I'm not like super confident about. Like all of them got like glaring like problems that can keep going and that can affect them in the playoffs. Like I don't just see like if Kyrie Irving was playing, I would like all right Nets in the finals. I ain't trying to hear nobody else, but without Kyrie Irving, James Harden, he can't get those fouls, he can't flop, so he cried every single game. So that's going to be important in the playoffs. You know, you get less calls, and so for the first 15, 17 games of the season, Harden cries every game, and that throws off the rest of the team rhythm. And they missing Kyrie Irving. And so yeah, the Bucks, they've been up and down all season. Uh the 76ers, no. And I'm not sold on the Heat. Like I like what they're doing, but I'm not really sold on them. Like moving forward, I feel like that'd be the team that the Bulls can beat in the playoffs and then go to the Eastern Conference Finals because the Nets and the Bucks gonna play and then somebody is gonna lose that. Like I feel like that could happen. But yeah, that's all I got on the Bulls and the East.
I think that's a good point too. Like the Kyrie Irving absence. When he comes back, it's not like they had a bunch of games together last season too.
So yeah, that's true.
What type of chemistry are they gonna have year two of this experiment? That they were a long ass ashy ass KD foot away from getting to the finals, but like I mean, this is year two and they haven't gelled, played together too many games. So when they played together, they was good. But you're talking about trying to go on another NBA Finals run. I don't think it's working, or I don't think it's gonna work. And is he gonna ever show up? At what point does he show up? Do they start gelling and getting together? Because if you talking February, well, you got March, and then April, the playoffs don't start. So their time together is gonna be limited. If they don't get them back pre-All-Star break, you would hope that him and James Harden could do it, but I mean, it's not the way it's looking now. Like they're managing, but they're not as good as expected.
Yeah, I don't think that chemistry for them because of their talent level. I don't think that's gonna be like the deciding factor. Like they can get to the championship round without having like the best chemistry because they have like better talent. Like I feel like they're gonna be able to get buckets, and then when the fourth happens, you have three of the best one-on-one players in the entire world, and then that's what's going to be the difference. Because normally, if it's a team like Golden State, let's blitz Steph, let's get the ball out of his hand, let's let Giannis not create shots for nobody else. Like you got to plan for like certain guys, and with them, it's like, oh yeah, let's like what can you like when it's all three, like what can you really do that's going to like really stop them. But like you said, we don't know if he gonna come back. But if he don't, I feel like that they can be beat just like everybody else because they built their team for it to be really top heavy. And like when you don't got one of the pieces at the top, that's going to expose some of the things that you got. Now, a thing with them is that Joe Harris, he ain't been here. He been hurt, so they really haven't had him either. And they leading the East right now, but every other day somebody is leading the East. And so like people be saying like, yeah, this team at the top, then they lose, then another team at the top, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, we don't know if Buddy even coming back.
Your thoughts on the top of the East?
I think it's on PJ.
No, I mean, other than my part about the Bulls was about Shane. Shane was throwing a little bit too much. He was already crowning them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm like, let's fucking chill out. Caruso ain't that. Let's be serious. I mean, he white boy can play, but let's chill out a little bit. So I mean, other than that, it's still too early. I think Milwaukee gonna continue to get better. Brooklyn gonna be Brooklyn if Harden if he want to show up and play like he's capable of playing, but it's still too early to tell, man.
And
say what?
I can't with the new rule changes. I want to say it's affecting him the most.
Yeah, he got to stop being a hoe.
Oh,
he can't. He can't play his game. He gonna have to actually play his game.
Like who, bro? That's what you do. Stop fishing for fouls. Like he cried way too much. And then unless he not shooting 20 free throws a game, he be out there crying and whining. And it's it really messed up their team flow because of course he don't play defense. So then now you crying about a foul and now it's a 4-on-5 the other way. Now they getting bucked. You already getting cooked the whole game. And so the thing that makes you great is you can get other guys involved. You can't do that if you crying to the refs half of the game. And so I think he can if he get out of his own way, but somebody got to talk to him. Probably the only person that can is Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. And so we'll see, man.
You think he regret leaving Golden State now?
Nah, because he was tired of them niggas. Nah, he was tired of them niggas.
Yeah, but he went there. He accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. Now, exactly. I mean, he got his own team. I think he regret teaming with Kyrie. I think that's what it is.
Probably yeah.
He regrets something.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
That he regret that.
Told him he was gonna be there. Yeah, you told me you was gonna be there. I came here for you, and now you don't want to play basketball. And so, yeah, that probably is.
Well, we'll shift gears. We're gonna go to the NFL, man. And so so last night, I was watching to me, this is the best NFL coverage right now. Peyton and Eli. And what'd you say?
The Manning cast.
Yeah, the Manning cast. So I'm watching the Manning cast last night, and Peyton Manning a fucking hater, man. He secretly really hate Tom Brady.
Oh, for sure. No, that's no secret. That's facts.
Brady hate that nigga too, though.
You said what?
Brady hate that nigga too. You remember that email that dropped?
Oh.
I think the year or two after Peyton retired, where Brady was talking shit on him, and he said something like, "I'm gonna be still playing," and I don't remember what it was, but Brady hate that nigga too.
He basically said you gonna be in the Hall of Fame, I'm still gonna be winning Super Bowls.
Some shit like that.
Brady had he had his Halloween in his yard. He had a Peyton Manning skeleton and shit, a dead Peyton Manning or some shit. He's getting old up there, Peyton or some shit. But saying all that to say, the Bucs are in first place in their division right now, and to me, I looked at some schedules. It looked like they might end up finishing first. But if they don't, it's probably gonna be Green Bay. So we talking NFC here. Who y'all got coming out the NFC as of right now? What do y'all like? What do y'all not like?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Schwab. Welcome.
All right. Thank you.
So Schwab, we just got to NFL. So I'm gonna just start right now. I only see one team in the NFC winning the Super Bowl if it's possible, and that would be the Bucs. My concern is the Bucs not finishing first and having to host a team I don't know, maybe Minnesota or even LA or Arizona, LA Rams or Arizona. And Tampa Bay corners are still kind of suspect. Their secondary is still suspect. And if you got a guy like Justin Jefferson going out there to torch them, like they could be in some trouble. And I don't know who gonna outscore the Bucks outside of maybe Dallas possibly. And Dallas still not sold on them yet. But so right now my pick is still the Bucks come out the NFC. Schwab, you ready to talk some NFC, man? I'm gonna kick it over to you. You just hopped on.
Yeah, I mean, I still think LA's got the firepower to make a run, but they're just so inconsistent. I'm with you on Dallas having the offense. They're another team, though. I don't trust their defense, and I don't trust Mike McCarthy. Yeah, at this point, I'd say the Bucks are probably the safest pick. Green Bay, when they're on, they're as good as anybody, but can they get everything clicking at once? Elgin Jenkins just went down. Bakhtiari, who knows what his situation's going to be. He just had another surgery. I mean, I don't want to write them off because, they still got Aaron Rodgers. They still got a really good running game. But, yeah, I'm kind of with you that the only team – well, I'm not going to say only team, but the most likely team I would see coming out of the NFC at this point, probably Tampa. Although, I mean, that's just a prisoner of the moment thing, too, because they looked great last night. But, they had a couple games prior to that where they showed they're beatable.
Appreciate that, Schwab. Go to our resident Rams fan here. Quan, lifetime Rams fan, also Florida State.
I'm not really on the Rams like that, man. I think the consistency, like I just mean for Super Bowl right now. Like I want to see how they come out with Odell and if he can mesh well in that offense with Kupp and Stafford can actually get him the ball. Like that Niners game it came at a weird time because they just lost Robert Woods and that was a big blow to their offense. They looked terrible all around. The defense looked trash. Like the 49ers put together a good game plan and they smoked them. So I want to see how they come out this week against Green Bay. I think they're going to beat Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, he looked good last week. Coming off of COVID, he played like ass. But I think with the Rams having the rest, they're going to find some things that work. The Cardinals, man, listen, I don't know what the hell Cliff Kingsbury did, but holy shit, if they can get James Conner the ball consistently, like they're doing this with Colt McCoy. And that's like the scariest part of it because Colt McCoy is super ass. Kyler has had the chance to heal. Hopkins is probably going to come back better. Like having this time off and still consistently winning, that's scary. And there's no other way to put it. Like I think the Bucks they have the weapons on offense. They're going to have to outscore opponents. It's going to be in Brady's hands, which is always a positive. And those are like I think the three teams that I think could do it. I don't see anybody else in the NFC. I don't like the Packers in the long term. And then like if San Francisco, listen, I don't trust Kyle Shanahan. I don't know too many people that do. I know P-Jack excited about that, but man, if San Francisco could dominate time of possession for 40 minutes a game for the rest of the season, hell yeah. Like there's nothing you can really say about it. Debo Samuel, he need to shoot up the MVP case because he literally carrying that team. Like they're doing a hell of a job out there. And I think whoever they match up with against in the wild card, that's gonna be a tough fucking out.
Yeah, and here's the thing to remember with that to remember with that Packers-Rams game this weekend. When Green Bay's, their defense, they had a couple nice weeks there, but their DC came from LA. He was under Sean McVay. You don't think McVay, given 2 weeks, is going to know how to attack them? So I like.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you can attack a scheme all day long, but if you ain't got the players up front to block them, that don't fucking matter. You can't block Aaron Donald. You can't block Von Miller. It don't matter.
Yeah, they have nobody left to block Aaron Donald. Who on their defense is healthy still? Is Clark playing yet? Kenny Clark? Anyone know?
No.
I know Zadarius Smith though still. I mean,
I don't think that game really like the game that matters is the NFC West game. To see if the Rams could take out the Cardinals and at least tie. Because I mean, if we're going through Arizona, I mean, I don't know their home record, but they've been tough at home and on. I mean, what are they? 8-2, 9-2. They're playing without like that game against the Panthers. That was a Colt McCoy game. They weren't expecting Cam to come back. So
yeah, they 6-0 on the road, and I think the 2 games they lost at home was without Kyler Murray. So
yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I picked Tampa before the season started for the 1 seed, just because the NFC West is going to beat up on each other, and Tampa gets 6 games against 3 bad teams. I mean, Carolina's looked better than I thought they were going to, and credit Sean Payton for making something work at least a little bit with Jameis Winston and Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill. We just signed some weird new contract.
Or mediocrity get you paid.
Yeah, I need to find out what he got on Sean Payton. He got something on him. Like he got something on him. Like they did something. It's a body buried something. He got something on him because ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
No fucking way. DJ, your NFC thoughts, brother.
I don't know, man. All these teams suck. I'm gonna just go with the Cardinals. I think I'm gonna just go with the Cardinals because they've been able to still win without their best players playing, and I think once they get rested and they come back, they'll be fine. I hate their coach. I think he trash, but they doing a good job this year. But I'm gonna just go with the Cardinals because they've been there all year.
PJ, we talked early on about your squad in their division. Your team's still in this thing, and kind of like Quan said, y'all got a standout player right now. Deebo Samuel, definitely a star. First off, who you think? Do you think the Niners got a chance? Sneak in, and then because I think they have a real chance myself, honestly. Just looking at some schedules, and then who you like? Who you favor out of the NFC?
Don't come on here with the Niners Super Bowl shit.
Well, like I said before the season, I told you I thought 3 teams from the NFC West was getting in the playoffs. Cardinals getting in, the Rams are getting in, and I think the Niners are going to sneak in as a wild card. Now, once they get in, anything can happen. They have pass rushers. They can run the football. They got Kittle. They got Deebo, so they can make some noise. So will they win it? No. I don't think Arizona will win it either. I like Arizona. I like what they can do. I like what they've been doing. Like DJ said, they out here winning with backup quarterbacks and guys that have been playing that's now playing, and they continue to get wins. I'm not a believer in Green Bay this year. Something just don't feel right over there, and it's Tampa. I don't trust Dallas. Dallas. Good Lord, they look like dog shit. Sunday versus Kansas City, the worst defense I've ever seen in my damn life, and they couldn't move the ball. So it's Tampa or bust for me right now. Right, don't sleep on my Niners.
Listen, man. If they
back from the dead.
Listen, time of possession 40 minutes. I don't know who the hell left the gate open, but that's two really good fucking game plans in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. I like Tampa too, though. You said put some respect on who?
Put some respect on Shanahan's name.
No, absolutely not.
We won't. Yeah, we won't go that far.
Not that far at all.
He should have a Super Bowl ring if he called a better game.
He should have 2 of them. Shit.
Yeah, 28-3. He's never lived that one.
DJ with the hands up.
Shit, he should have 2 if he did it right.
Okay, so move on to the AFC. The seems to be the class of the NFL right now. Goddamn it!
Hell, it ain't.
You said the class or the crash?
Yeah, I was just about to say class. No, hell no. All them niggas suck too.
No,
Patriots,
they don't suck.
The only one.
The Patriots. First off, damn it, the Chiefs are still in first place. Damn it! I told y'all. They just beat the first place Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? A respectable team with a respectable, with a Dak Prescott led Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They just defeated a respectable Green Bay Packers team. Playing that first place schedule. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in. The Chiefs are still here. Damn it, Patrick Mahomes is still there.
There was nothing respectable about that Packers team they beat. Jordan Love sucks.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers was there in spirit, baby. That's a first place team, and they're playing that first place schedule now. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is still there.
Mike, how long have we spent watching quarterbacks who suck? Okay, I know a quarterback who sucks when I see one.
Yeah, Jordan Love sucks. But Patrick Mahomes does not suck, and he still plays for the Chiefs now. No. So we checked in about the Super Bowl picks the last podcast, and I fucking said Kansas City. I'm gonna keep fucking investing in Kansas City, man. All right. Patrick Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes, they're probably both watching this shit. Look, we're going with the Chiefs, baby. That's my pick. Sticking with them. Next, who's next? I heard Patriots. Dequan Young, would you like to explain yourself? The Patriots are in first place.
Listen, man.
Wow.
Listen,
I got a sleeper pick.
Listen, man.
Is it the Bengals?
They building. No. If the narrative serves everybody correctly, Brady, Patriots, Super Bowl rematch or matchup. That's the only thing that Goodell could do to make the NFL some money right now, because the Titans without Henry, their ass. Like, so inconsistent. They're playing down. Like, that Texas game was atrocious, man. And like, you see how important Derrick Henry is to the Titans offense. Who's in that? Like, the Chiefs defense, man, they've come along, but they're still terrible. Like, if Sorensen's in the game, Honey Badger's just gonna throw his hands up, dog, because that's what's gonna happen. Like, the defense is everywhere on that team. You can put up points. I don't know what the hell Dallas is doing, but it's gonna like they get cute, and they not that good to where they can get cute anymore. Like, Mahomes has to take the check downs. He has to take what the defense is giving them, and I don't think he's gonna be that patient if they get in a spot where they need him to make a play in the playoffs.
That's my concern too. How many times was Kelsey left wide open in that Green Bay game, and Mahomes kept trying to hit the home
run? Get Schwab out of here. Listen, Schwab, don't cut me off to bring back to the Green Bay point. Who else is in the Raiders out of here? The AFC North is complete trash. Like, I think out of that bunch, the only team that's good or has a shot is Baltimore. Cincinnati been so inconsistent. They're not. I don't think they're a playoff team yet. The Browns suck, and the Steelers are trash. And then the AFC East, Jets suck, Dolphins suck. Who is the other team in the AFC? The Bills. The Bills, I don't know what the hell happened to them. So, like, the only
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
What happened? Is that your sleeper pick?
The sleeper pick in the AFC, the Colts have figured it out. They healthy on defense, and they got the league MVP right now. That's what it is. They're the 49ers. They're the 49ers of the AFC.
You can't win. You're not about to win no championship running the ball.
No, they're not going to win a championship, but they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. As far as who's gonna win the championship, I fucking have no idea. I might be with Mike. I might be back on that bandwagon of the Chiefs, but fuck that.
Come on, baby. Look, hey, look here, baby. That ain't a bad pick. I'm telling you, man. Buffalo figure that shit out. And do y'all know, out of all these teams that gonna figure that shit out, who the fucking most dangerous team is? We just talked about Golden State. What is Golden State doing? They figuring that shit out right now. And they ain't got everybody. If Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid figure this shit out, you think Mac Jones is going to be the one that throws?
I think Bill Belichick is going to be the one.
You can do it the last time he tried. and he had to go.
They beat him.
You can't just slap a Band-Aid on what that defense look like. That shit is just dog shit.
It's dog shit, man. Listen, that defense is terrible, dog.
They're terrible. DJ, who you got come out the AFC, dog?
Bro, all these teams suck, to be honest. Right as soon as we say this team,
you can't just answer like that, dog. All the NFL hate.
No, let me get my answer because I picked at the beginning of the season. I picked Tampa and Kansas City, so I'm gonna just stick with the Chiefs. But that's just because I don't really trust. Like I don't know. Nobody. I hate all these teams. Yeah, like really, like I hate them all. Like they are terrible. Because as soon as we say somebody is good, they go out there and lose, and then they don't just regular lose. They like lose badly. Like so, like and then
like
the
Buffalo and the Ravens.
Yeah, like as soon as we like, yeah, man, the Buffalo gonna go on a run, they lose to the Jags. The Ravens they lose to the Dolphins. Like as soon as we say, well, a team is good, they go lay an egg, and then it's just whatever. So I'm gonna just keep my pick because that's what I said, the Chiefs. But I don't like it, but I'm gonna just keep my Chiefs pick.
You said your sleeper was?
Yeah, he said the coach.
Oh. I don't even see him as a sleeper though, dog.
I mean,
I think they just hitting their stride, but I think that's fair though. I think that's fair because Carson Wentz is fucking trash still. But
yeah, he trash. But Jonathan Taylor
is fucking amazing.
You gotta get the ball out his hands.
It's ridiculous, man.
Every time Carson Wentz do some crazy like Patrick Mahomes story with his left hand shit, the announcers be like, "What is this fuck nigga doing?" That shit be killing me, dog. Like he be doing the same thing Patrick Mahomes be doing, and the announcers be on his ass.
On his ass, like dog. Teddy Bruschi, like he's good for like two of these fuck ups like a week.
Those throws. Carson Wentz,
but he can't. Like Patrick Mahomes this whole season, Mahomes been doing that bullshit and they've been working. And niggas is finally starting to realize that.
Before, and it's worked before. Wentz, every time he tries it, it ends hilariously.
He had one in the Jets game that didn't end hilariously, but like they be like, no, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
That one he threw against the Titans was pretty hilarious.
That the Bills one lost in the game, wasn't it?
I thought it was the Titans.
No, not the Bills. The Titans. You're right. Yeah, the Titans.
Yeah, where he threw it backward.
Yeah. I just think it's man. I don't think the AFC is wide open. I just don't think nobody's established themselves as the leader of the pack. Like. I think the thing going into the Raiders game for the Chiefs was like, can the Raiders finally push the Chiefs aside? And it didn't happen. I like the Chargers too, but that defense is horrible, man. Yeah, like Herbert.
Yeah,
Herbert's decent. He's got weapons, but man, they've been inconsistent as hell. Like during the last 3 or 4 weeks too.
Can we please get Justin Herbert away from Joe Lombardi?
Joe Lombardi's so ass.
My God. The Bears blog, Jeff Hughes even threw it out there. Would the Bears hire someone named Lombardi as a coach? No, they wouldn't and they shouldn't because he's awful. He's been awful everywhere he's been. His last name is Lombardi, and if it was anything else, he'd have been out of the league long ago.
He'd be doing insurance. And that's another thing. Like I keep saying, like I was doing this show today. These repeat coaches need to like move on with their life and retire or go sell insurance. Like the fact that Jason Garrett had another job after what he did in Dallas is despicable. Like he's gonna get another job somewhere too. And it's like, man, to be mediocre and to keep getting employed is the dream. Because it's like you see how trash he is in one spot, and then you see the same level of trash in another spot. What makes you think that this third time was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get it right this time? So it's like
no idea. But that's Dave Gettleman for you. Shout out Dave Gettleman. I know you're watching. Thanks for Justin Fields.
It's not even Gettleman. It's just the NFL in general. It's like these guys don't want to go out.
Yeah, the NFL too. Yeah.
You know why, Quan, though. You already know why.
Yeah. I absolutely know why.
You know why. You know.
I know
what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, this is Thanksgiving episode, so fellas, I want y'all to check in with the something sports related that you're thankful for during this season. So we're gonna start with our original creator, Quan. Quan, tell me what you're thankful for that's sports related.
I'm thankful that you guys are taking the Good Podcast and have continued its success without me. We're 2022. I told y'all we going up, so I got to get back to work here pretty soon. I'm also thankful that I'm not a Lions fan, and I'm thankful that you guys are gonna have to keep Nagy for another week after the Bears blow these niggas out. It's crazy that all the Bears fans like, yeah, the Lions gonna beat the Bears by 40 and Nagy gonna get fired. I'm like, what team you niggas been watching this whole year? What's going on?
Yeah, Dre Swift, dog.
No,
Swift, man.
No.
Like the Lions, like they lost every game, but they compete though. Like, but they just lose in the fourth. Like every game, like
they compete. That's just another way of saying they suck.
They suck.
No, they do. They do suck, but like they're not just out here being like blown out every game.
No, them niggas is ass, DJ. Listen,
no, they are.
This is the first time in my life that I have not watched the Lions game from start to finish. And all 9 of these games, I ain't watching. I watched Red Zone, or if I got a bet, like in I put them in 2 parlays this year. They let me down both times.
Wait, you picked them to win the
money line.
Listen, they had. Listen, it was the same situation as this week. The Bears were in turmoil. Nagy was on the hot seat, and if they would have lost to the Lions, Nagy would have got fired. So if I make this money line bet tomorrow that the Lions gonna beat them, enjoy Nagy for another week. I'm telling you right now.
It doesn't matter. It's got to, nothing's gonna change until actually next year. I mean, what are you gonna do? Install a whole new offense in a week just because Nagy's gone?
I mean, you got to start to change now to get people to buy in. Ain't nobody trying to have him go through the entire season. And like, he lost the locker room from the article that I saw today. And I'm pretty sure he lost the locker room when he started Dalton over Field. So this whole season, they just been like, what the fuck ever.
You gotta take a lot of this with a grain of salt, though.
No, but like because you gotta listen to the guys coming afterwards. No, listen to the players. I forgot. I think it was Robert Quinn or Jalen Johnson. They was like, we tired of these speeches. We tired of these speeches. We tired of hearing X, Y, and Z when whatever. That's a exact shot to the coach. And so he been lost the locker room. I'm not gonna listen to the articles or whatever, but just listen to the players. Like when the games are over, like they gonna tell you.
But remember, we talked about that in our preseason podcast. Remember, I said Justin Fields and my man in San Francisco. I don't even know his name anymore. I don't care about him anymore. Move on for this season. But when they was making plays, man, you saw them dudes on the sideline how they reacted, how they wanted them to play. They wanted Fields to play. Everybody on that locker room wanted Fields to play. And when he made that decision for Andy Dalton, his job was over. He fucked up. It's over. He couldn't recover from it unless they made the playoffs. And now his ass is fired after they lose to the Lions on Thursday.
It's not losing to the Lions, dog.
They losing to the Lions, and it's over. He'd be the first Bears coach ever fired during the season.
They not losing to the Lions, dog. What do you see? We need to. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all points off, but afterwards, I really need Prentice to explain to me where Lions money line coming in, because I will fire on this bitch right now. Listen, I'll open the site up while we in the middle of the podcast and lose all the fucking Christmas money.
No, I have no faith whatsoever that the Lions are going to win. I'm more hoping that the Bears players just quit.
Right now, one in there. The points bet got him at plus 140, so that shit not even worth that.
Wait, points bet got him at plus 140?
Yeah. Money line.
Keep your money. Keep your money.
It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. plus 144 my minus, they just sound like some bullshit.
You got a team they got to win, and they getting 140 for a money line. Come on, man. Nagy fired. He fucking stuck.
DJ, tell me what you're thankful for that's sports related.
Thankful for the Bulls firing Garpax, and we got AK and ME, and yeah, that's what I'm thankful for.
Rob, what you thankful for sports related?
The DJ took the one. I'll go with another firing, and that's cleaning house at the Blackhawks organization. And then the obvious too, not just Fields with the Bears, but I want to shout out the defense and Roquan Smith. My God, has he been awesome this year? That man is about to get serious.
This is a tough bunch. Niggas excited that everybody getting fired and shit.
What?
Brandon, what you thankful for sports related?
I'm not thankful for shit. North Carolina sucked. They got smoked by Purdue. They got beat by I'm gonna say smoked. Got beat by Purdue the other night.
No, they got smoked.
I'm not thankful for the 49ers. They, struggling, but they turning the tide. Florida State, I'm not even gonna go down that road right now. LeBron out here socking niggas. Like I'm not from a sports perspective. I'm not thankful for none of these niggas. I'll be thankful when Florida State season is over.
Well,
I am thankful that I have tickets to this Michigan-Ohio State game this Saturday. That shit gonna be live.
Yeah. Enjoy that, brother. Me, that's the thing. I'm thankful.
Who you going with, your brother?
Yeah, me and my brother go up to Ann Arbor. We try to go every year, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm going to see Duke Gonzaga Friday in Vegas, so that's gonna be lit. Looking for them. Maybe we can do like a Bets TV. Good if it goes collab on some press passes or something. So I'm gonna talk to my people over here. Good if it goes. Quan, you talk to your people. You know what I'm saying? We make that happen. We put that link up. I know it's only 3 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So
let's go.
That was a good time. I'm very thankful for that.
I'm definitely trying to get a Jim Harbaugh interview after Saturday because he gonna need
me. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to be in the unemployment line.
So Mike, DJ, I want to touch on this. First of all, Michigan's never fired Harbaugh. I mean, he bought himself a lot of time with this. Do you think Harbaugh would jump and take the Bears job if it was offered? And does a win or a loss make it more likely on Saturday? I'll tell you where I'm at, but I want to hear where you guys
first. You can take that, DJ.
Yeah, I think he would take it because of his ties to the Bears, and I don't think nothing, a win or a loss, would make it more likely. But I pray to God that don't happen because no.
Yeah, same thing. I think he definitely take the job, but I think Harbaugh take any job right now. He's a failure at Michigan, and when it's all said and done, Power 5 coach at a program that supposedly has prestige. I mean, you never won any important game, like not one. You were 0-4 against Ohio State. Michigan State was always a better team than you were. And the Big Ten, like there were many better teams in the Big Ten. And however, he did have success in the NFL. So maybe he's just one of them guys that it's the inverse. Usually it's the college guys that don't work out in the pros most of the time. Maybe he's the inverse. He did his thing at Stanford, but this was a different team. And I think the expectation was through the roof for him, and he didn't meet him at all. Coming to the Bears, Chicago, a tough place to coach, and none of our coaches have any outside of Lovie Smith, who got fired after going 9-7, I believe, but missing the playoffs. Outside of Lovie Smith, there were no coaches in Chicago that were, or maybe they were 10-6 even.
Yeah.
And they just didn't make the playoffs, and they fired him because of that. And outside of that, though, none of the recent Bears coaches, probably going as far back to Dave Wannstedt, were beloved at all by Chicago. So tread lightly, Harbaugh. If you do come here, this might be your last job as an NFL coach if you don't do well. So that's how I
tell you what, sports is unfortunately is always about stupid ass narratives. If Harbaugh wins Saturday, all that negative shit that's been said about him in the past is gone because now he put them in a position that you didn't ever think he was going to get to, and now they in the playoffs. They might get smoked in the playoffs, but it won't matter. He proved he can get them there, and he beat Ohio State. So
the only game that matters is
this
Ohio State.
Yeah. But this one really mattered.
He ain't won it yet.
This one got all the marbles.
So here's where I'm at. They bring back everybody next year. Edwards, you saw what he did against Maryland. He had his coming out party. Corum is great this year. You know, it should be a three-headed monster at running back. They'll get Ronnie Bell back at receiver. All their receivers are back. They got McCarthy will be a sophomore. Should be his time. I think a win Saturday makes it slightly more likely that he might jump if the opportunity was there, just because, yeah, they should be in the playoff barring a massive collapse against whoever comes out of the toilet bowl that is the Big Ten West. And then he could realistically look at it like, okay, I've taken him here, I've rebuilt him, they promote Gaddis and be done with it. However, I think the question is always going to be, you know, do I want to stick around for these next 2 years where the offense should be excellent? Or, you know, does the Bears job mean that much to him, and knowing that if he wants it, this is probably his last chance to take it?
Yeah, but you also forget he left a lot of he burned a lot of bridges when he left San Francisco. Like, I was hurt that they fired him. I'm like, how do you fire a guy that's been with the 2-3 straight NFC Championship games, and then you start reading the shit that was going on behind the scenes? Like, they were happy to get rid of him. Like, I don't think his NFL
Jed
door
York is an idiot.
Well,
Trent Baalke's an idiot.
That's true. I wrote an article on that. We can find that on the website. That article still exists. It got me blocked by Jed York, but that's another story. But I don't think the NFL door opens as easily for him as you're making it out to be.
And if he beats Ohio State, like, he's on easy street. What the hell? He doesn't have to do anything for another at least 3 years.
Yeah, well, that ain't happening. So we can get rid of that for hypothetical. They're gonna get their ass probably.
Yeah, they're gonna get thrashed.
At least 14-point game. I know on the podcast.
On paper, yeah. I mean, if Michigan can control the tempo of the game,
nigga, they not winning. Get the fuck out of here, Schwab. Listen, we're not doing this Michigan minute shit, man. They not.
That's
like, no shot.
If you would let me finish, their chance to win is controlling the tempo of the game. If they're able to string together long possessions, control the time of possession. That said, their cornerbacks are not very good, and Ohio State's receivers are very good. So they got to come up with something that's going to slow them down. And at some point, Olave is going to get his. Garrett Wilson's going to get his, and there just ain't nothing you can do about it. So
wait, so where's the game?
If they can limit it's in Ann Arbor.
The only chance of winning is if Ohio State bus get lost and they cannot show up to the game because, bro,
that's it, man. McNamara is ass. That's like really
that nigga sucks.
I have been riding this drum for half the season. JJ was your only shot. Like, McNamara,
he's ass.
He's not going to lose you any games, but he's not going to win. He's not. He's a bus driver.
Ass.
He's Wilton Spate 2.0. Wilton Spate that can run a little bit, but that's it. And it's just like the 2016 team.
That's disrespectful. Call Wilton Spate. Wilton Spate
that's what he is. I mean, Spate.
That's disrespectful.
Horrible. He wasn't good, but he also wasn't horrible. He was steady. He like Rudock told toward the end of that 2015 year. I mean, if they had Rudock for one more year, I think they could have made a run at the playoff. Ultimately got smoked by Bama. But was that Bama's year? 2016, I think it was. But regardless, I would say
talking about Jake Rudock right now.
I can't believe we had to open the door to Michigan beating Ohio State.
I can't believe it. Like, we might as well start talking about Denard Robinson again, dog.
Yeah, or we need to talk about Russell Wilson coming to the Bears still or some shit. Like, I don't we'll end it here, man. Happy Thanksgiving to all our wonderful viewers, to you and yours. We are so blessed to have you here as our viewers, whether you're watching in the Twitterverse, the Facebookiverse, or the Metaverse, as they call that shit. The goddamn Marvel Universe, Cinematic, whatever the fuck. If you're watching on Twitch, from my heart to yours, and from all the guys here at Good If It Goes, wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Please do not cancel us.
Thanksgivings are horrible.
Hey, look, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Look, hey, put it like, hey, don't post your plates. We all eating the same shit. From with us to you all with love, happy Thanksgiving. Good night.
Gang, gang.